Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial. Today we are going to solve one of the major depreciation in Angular 18, that is HTTP client module. So HTTP client module is depreciated in Angular 18. What's the replacement? So in Angular 18 and later, HTTP client module is not depreciated, but its usage within the ng module based application has evolved to align with Angular's shift towards the standalone components and more modular structure. Instead of importing HTTP client module in ng module, the recommended approach for the standalone component-based application is to use the provide HTTP client. This is a new API allows you to register the HTTP service globally or locally without relying on the ng module. So the key replacement is provide HTTP client. So the provide HTTP client function for the Angular framework is used to set up the necessary providers for the HTTP services. How to use provide HTTP client, global registration recommended approach. If you want the HTTP client service available throughout your application, use provide HTTP client during your bootstrap process. So this is how you can do this one. So just add this one in our bootstrap application where we go with this app config. So here you can just import it and just use this one like this, provide HTTP client. Okay, and here I'm going to just add it like this, just put the comma. Globally it will work. Local registration, if you want to do the local registration part, so just in providers just pass the provide HTTP client scope to this component, not globally. If you don't want to go with globally, it's up to you. And if you want to go with local registration in the standalone, just provide the provide HTTP client like this. Okay, so this is how. Why provide HTTP client? Okay, so let's use this one. Aligns with the standalone components. Provide HTTP client is designed to work seamlessly with the Angular standalone architecture, avoiding the need for the ng module. Scope providers, you can scope HTTP client to a specific part of your application if required. Modularity encourages modular and concise configuration without the overhead of the traditional module imports. Next, we have the HTTP client in a standalone. We are going to use that one. So this is the basic example. So here you can see that here's a full example. Use provide HTTP client to fetch the data from the API user service. Here you can see that. You can also use the HTTP client. Here you can see that we have used HTTP client right now to fetch the data. Okay. And in the app component, here you can see that we are using the provide HTTP client. Okay. So here you can see that as a providers. Okay, and now here you can see that on the ng unit we are going to just use this subscribe part. Okay, so this is how for the standalone component it work. Backward compatibility, if you are working with the ng module based applications or the older libraries, HTTP client module still work as expected. The depreciation is not about the module itself, but it's a usage in the standalone first applications, right? Summary, standalone components used for HTTP client for the module-based architecture. HTTP client module remains valid. Transition to provide HTTP client for the future-proofing your Angular application in a line with the latest best practice. Okay, so this is just a short, brief introduction of that. What is provide HTTP client? In the coming videos, we are for calling an API. In that service, we are going to use that part. Okay, it's just an introduction. Any doubt, any query in that? Do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.